You know those moments when you feel that something deeper and inexplicable is happening in your life, a sense that things are not just as they seem? Perhaps you have faced nights when, even surrounded by silence, your heart still feels restless, as if waiting for an answer that doesn't come. Or it may be that, in the midst of your days, you are overwhelmed by memories and sensations that you can't explain, but that carry a weight and importance that you cannot ignore. The angels feel that silent quest in your heart, the weight of all the unanswered questions that seem to hover over your life and your relationships. They know those nights when your mind replays the moments shared with someone special, while your heart struggles between desire and doubt. There is a part of you that feels there is something more, something invisible, that connects you to that person in an inexplicable way. And then comes the question that seems to whisper constantly, why do I feel this? Why does it seem like everything has a higher purpose, but I can't see it? Today, the angels are here to guide you through this confusion, to illuminate those corners of your heart that are tired of carrying uncertainties and silences. What they have to reveal will answer this quest and bring forth the clarity you so desire, filling every space of doubt with the truth you were destined to know. Because this moment of revelation is for you, for your restless heart that feels, for your mind that seeks to understand, and for your soul that is ready to finally discover what all this means. The angels want you to know that this connection is unlike any other. There is something deeply spiritual that binds you to this person, something that transcends time and space, and that is now beginning to reveal itself more clearly and intensely. They who may have been in your thoughts or at some point seemed distant, are undergoing a powerful internal transformation. For a long time, they have tried to suppress or even deny the feelings they have for you, but gradually, this resistance is dissolving, making way for a love that is pure and genuine and can no longer be contained. The first thing the angels want you to understand is that there is something deeper that prevents this person from fully surrendering to you. Even though externally they may seem secure and strong, within them there is an intense battle, a war between reason and heart. On one side, they try to hold on to logic, reminding themselves of all the reasons why they should be cautious, but on the other, their heart screams, asking to be heard, begging for this love to be finally accepted and experienced without restrictions. This conflict, this internal struggle, is a reflection of the insecurities and fears we all carry to some extent, but in this person's case, they are intensified by the depth of the connection they feel with you. It's as if every part of their soul is being challenged to open up, to trust, and to let go of old scars, something they are still learning to do. The angels also reveal that over time, this person has been reflecting on the choices they have made, on the paths that have led them here, and on how things could have been different. There is a growing recognition that by trying to shield themselves from possible pain, they ended up distancing themselves from what truly matters, you. And now, this realization is leading them to reconsider everything. For this love to fully bloom, the angels ask you to keep their heart open and full of compassion. This is a delicate moment, where all they need is a safe space to open up, to share what they feel without fear of judgment or rejection. The angels know that they also carry their own wounds and uncertainties, but they encourage you to lead with their heart, allowing love and not fear to guide your actions. They want you to understand that they are indeed going through an emotional awakening, a process of deep recognition that what they feel for you is real, is true, and deserves to be fully lived. This awakening, however, is not simple, nor quick. The angels show that they still carry deeply rooted fears, perhaps from past experiences of pain or rejection, but they also assure that, with time and with the spiritual support being offered, these fears will begin to dissolve, giving way to a new confidence and determination to follow the path of the heart. The angels also whisper that they, although seeming strong and confident on the outside, are someone who feels extremely vulnerable when it comes to deep emotions. And it is precisely this vulnerability that makes them hesitate, that makes them question if they are truly ready to open up again, to take the risk of getting hurt. But angels are by their side, whispering words of courage, reminding them that true love is worth any risk, that it is better to have loved and risked than to live in the safety of emotional emptiness. During this process, you may notice subtle changes in their behavior. Perhaps they will start to get closer, show more interest in your life, or even share more about their own thoughts and feelings. These are signs that the walls that once protected them are beginning to crumble, and they are allowing themselves to be more authentic and open with you. The angels want you to know that everything is being carefully orchestrated so that this connection can reach its full potential. However, they ask for patience, as this person still needs time to process what is happening inside them, to heal their wounds, and to strengthen the courage they need to fully and truthfully surrender to this love. Now, you must be wondering why this person took so long to reach this understanding. The angels explain that each soul has its own time to learn and grow. Some lessons are harder to accept, especially those that ask us to confront our deepest fears and let go of our old beliefs. In this person's case, what truly matters is that now they are starting to see the truth about what they feel for you and are preparing to act accordingly. This love, which once seemed distant or hidden, is finally emerging, and the angels are working to bring this truth to light in a clear and honest way. Therefore, they ask you to remain strong and confident, as what is to come may be exactly what you have always wished for. Follow this journey with an open heart and be ready to receive the blessings that are about to manifest in your life. As they follow this spiritual journey guided by angels, there is something even deeper that needs to be understood. The angels show that in past lives or even in other experiences, they and that person have crossed paths before. There is an ancient connection between them, a bond that has been reactivated in this life so that both could continue a path of learning and mutual growth. This union is not just a casual encounter, but a spiritual mission with grand purposes, and the angels are here to help them remember that. However, this reunion also brings up old fears and traumas that this person carries with them, perhaps from past experiences that deeply marked them. It's as if, by approaching them, this person feels the weight of old feelings and still open wounds. At many times, they find themselves torn between the desire to get closer and the fear of reliving old pains. It is a silent struggle, but the angels assure them that this is a necessary step for the love between them to blossom authentically. The angels want them to understand that this healing process does not happen quickly or simply. Just as a plant needs time and care to grow, the journey of this person towards fully opening their heart also requires patience and compassion. The angels ask them to maintain a space of acceptance and understanding, even if at times they feel that everything is at a standstill or even regressing. It is in this space of acceptance and serenity that the wounds can finally begin to heal. At this point, you may begin to notice that this person has ambiguous attitudes, as if they were ready to take the next step at one moment, but withdraw in the next. The angels explain that this hesitation is the result of a defense mechanism they have learned to develop over time. In their journey, they have learned to protect themselves, to emotionally shield themselves to avoid suffering, and now, faced with such deep love, they are relearning what it means to trust. These cycles of getting closer and moving away are actually a way for them to test the waters, to feel safe enough to finally allow this love to reach them completely. It is a process that can be painful, both for you and for them, but it is also essential for the foundations of this relationship to strengthen. The angels want you to know that, as difficult as it may seem, all of this is part of a spiritual construction process, of an alliance that is being solidified little by little, in every gesture, in every conversation, and even in shared silences. At this moment, the angels ask you to also look within yourself and ask what this connection has been teaching you. They suggest that this bond was placed in your life to awaken spiritual lessons and abilities that may have been dormant. Patience, unconditional love, and resilience are some of the teachings that this person, without even realizing it, is helping you cultivate. This is a bond where both, although on different journeys, contribute to each other's spiritual growth and maturation. And, as the days go by, you may feel that this person is starting to show small signs of change. They may demonstrate a renewed interest, express unexpected vulnerability, or even share parts of their life that they used to keep secret. These are indications that gradually, they are allowing you to get closer, that they are freeing themselves from the fears that kept them at a distance. However, the angels emphasize that it is essential for you to continue respecting this person's time and space. They ask you to understand that every step forward, not matter how small it may seem, is significant. It's like a seed starting to sprout in the darkness, seeking the light. With each movement towards you, this person is facing the shadows of their past, challenging old patterns, and opening up to a new way of loving. The angels also want you to be prepared for moments of uncertainty. Some days, it may seem like the progress has disappeared, like everything is back to square one. This is part of the healing process, where old patterns try to resist, holding this person in a comfort zone that, although limited, is familiar. These moments of setback are, in fact, opportunities for the roots of this relationship to grow even deeper. And you, guided by the angel's wisdom, can be a beacon for this person. The angels see in you a light that illuminates the paths around you, a serene and reliable presence that inspires trust. By continuing to radiate this light, you not only strengthen your own path, but also create a space where this person can gradually feel safe enough to let their barriers fall. Over time, the angels show that they will begin to open up more sincerely and genuinely. They may confess fears and insecurities to you that they have never shared with anyone, revealing parts of their soul that they kept protected even from themselves. These moments of vulnerability are precious and should be embraced with care, as they are the first steps towards a true and deep love. The angels also remind that each person's journey is unique and that, no matter how much you wish to, you cannot force them to surpass their own limits. They ask you to keep the faith, for they are guiding every step of this path. You are not alone, and even though it may seem difficult, the angels are by your side, helping to clear paths and strengthen the bond between you. Deep down, the angels want you to know that this love you feel is a reflection of your own capacity to love and to connect on a deeper level. It is a love that transcends the barriers of time and space, brought into your life as a divine gift, an opportunity for spiritual expansion. As you move forward, remember that this love has the power to heal, transform, and elevate both of you to new dimensions of understanding and connection. The angels ask you to keep your heart open and confident, for what is being built is something rare and precious, a union of souls seeking to find and recognize each other amidst life's challenges. They are by your side, guiding each step, and assure that, with time and patience, what is true always finds its way. This love, which seems so full of obstacles, is actually a path of healing and self-discovery for both. At this point in the message, the angels begin to reveal something even deeper about this connection. They show that, besides the emotional and spiritual challenges that they face, there are also external influences that silently impact the path that you are walking together. There are energies and forces that invisibly hinder full surrender and mutual trust. The special person who entered into their life carries, without realizing it, energetic baggage from past relationships and ties that still affect them. These energies can come from past experiences, unresolved relationships, or even expectations that other people have placed upon them. The angels ask you to look at the situation with a compassionate heart, understanding that what this person carries is not a reflection of who they are in essence, but rather of the paths they have traveled so far. Often, these invisible burdens make them hesitate, retreat, and at times, even drift away, even though they deeply desire to be by your side. The angels then show that your presence in this person's life is not only to strengthen the love between you, but also to help them break free from these chains. Throughout this journey, you may notice moments of resistance, when this person seems stuck, unable to move forward. These are the moments when external influences exert their strength, trying to steer the natural course of the love you share. But the angels assure that, even in the face of these forces, your love has a much more powerful energy, capable of dissolving any resistance when guided by patience and understanding. The angels also bring a message of courage to you. They know that carrying this responsibility of being a presence of healing and light in someone else's life can be challenging, especially when the results are not always immediate. However, they remind you that by holding on to your purpose firmly and keeping your heart open, you will not only be helping that person, but also growing in your own spiritual journey. Every moment of patience, every gesture of compassion you offer strengthens the bond between you, slowly removing the barriers that prevent full union. Over time, you may start to notice that this person is manifesting subtle changes. Gestures that once seemed difficult, such as closer contact, words of affection, and displays of affection, begin to emerge naturally. These small transformations are a reflection of the spiritual and energetic work that you, together with the help of the angels, have been promoting in their life. And although these changes may seem small, they are the foundations of a relationship being built on solid grounds of trust and surrender. The angels want you to know that they are working tirelessly behind the scenes, so that this connection has the chance to fully blossom. They are guiding this person, helping them see the importance of your presence and the strength of the love you share. With each step forward, even if small, you are closer to experiencing the true essence of this love, a love that has been destined for both of you since time immemorial. But still, the angels ask you to be prepared for the challenges that may arise. At times, old patterns may resurface, trying to test the strength of the relationship and their resilience. It is in those moments that the angels ask you to connect to their inner strength, reminding themselves that they are a strong and enlightened soul, capable of overcoming any obstacle with divine guidance by their side. They ask them to trust, even when everything seems uncertain, as they know that their love is stronger than any trial. And, as in a cycle of renewal, the angels show that, after each moment of difficulty, comes a period of deep connection and renewal between them. It's as if each barrier that was broken down served to further strengthen the bond, allowing both of them to approach with more sincerity and authenticity. These phases of overcoming create a solid and profound foundation, where both can lean on each other and build a love that withstands time and challenges. Moreover, the angels reveal that this relationship is not only a learning experience for that person, but also for them. They want them to allow themselves to reflect on the aspects of this connection that bring personal growth and transformation. In what moments does this relationship make them see themselves in a new way? What skills have they developed along the way? By reflecting on this, they will realize that this bond is an instrument of evolution, where each experience, no matter how challenging, brings with it the opportunity for mutual growth. By accepting this truth, they will become even more open and receptive to the changes that are coming. The angels want them to understand that true love is not the one that comes without challenges, but the one that endures and thrives amidst them. And this love, which seems to defy human and spiritual logics, is one of the most precious gifts that the universe could bring to them. What is most impressive is that, as they free themselves from fears and energies of the past, they begin to see you with a new and deep clarity. They start to perceive the beauty of your essence, the purity of your love, and the value of your presence. It's as if the fog that previously clouded their vision is slowly dissipating, revealing the brightness of your soul. And the angels show that when this moment of complete clarity arrives, you will feel such intense reciprocity that all pains and uncertainties of the path will be filled with genuine and transformative love. They ask you to always keep the faith, for they are by your side at every step of this journey. In moments when you feel discouraged or lost, remember that the angels are guiding you, adjusting every detail so that, in due time, you can experience the fullness of this love. Do not be shaken by temporary difficulties. Know that what is true and destined will always find a way to manifest. Finally, the angels send you a special blessing of strength and serenity, so that your heart is always strengthened and at peace. They say that your light is like a lighthouse that guides this person on the path of healing and truth. By holding on to your pure essence and sincere intention, you not only light up their path, but also become a source of inspiration and love for everyone around you. This journey may be challenging, but the angels assure you that the spiritual rewards awaiting you are immeasurable. Trust, dear soul, for you are exactly where you should be, and the love you desire is being shaped by the divine, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself in all its fullness. At this stage of the journey, the angels bring an even more intense message, asking you to prepare their heart for a powerful and profound transformation. They want you to understand that, no matter how challenging the moments of hesitation and the barriers that they face may be, the love between you is constantly evolving. This bond, although tested, is strengthened with each challenge overcome, as it represents the union of two souls that come together for a greater mission, something that transcends human understanding. The angels reveal that they are going through a period of self-reflection and deep reassessment. It's as if they are rediscovering who they are, confronting their fears, and questioning old beliefs that hinder them from fully opening their heart. Many of these beliefs stem from past experiences, where they learn to build emotional walls to protect themselves. The angels show that by looking at themselves and realizing the positive impact their presence has on their life, they begin to understand that to allow love to fully blossom, they need to let go of old patterns and allow themselves to live new experiences. However, this transformation does not happen in a linear way. There are ups and downs, moments of doubt and surrender. At times, this person may even seem to drift away, which may appear as a setback to you. But the angels ask you to trust, as these phases of apparent distance are part of their internal liberation process. During these moments, they are confronting their deepest insecurities, reassessing their choices, and allowing themselves to face feelings that they have preferred to ignore for a long time. The angels want you to know that, despite everything, true love always finds a way to prevail. They show that, at their core, this person feels an almost magnetic attraction towards you, something that no matter how hard they try to rationalize or push away, always brings them back. This attraction is a reflection of the spiritual bond that unites you, a connection that was built long before this life and now resurfaces with the purpose of healing, transforming, and uplifting both. These moments of reflection, though silent, are extremely powerful. It is in these moments that this person begins to recognize how special you are, how your presence brings peace and security. The angels whisper that they have been observing your way of dealing with challenges, your strength, and your unconditional love, and this inspires them in a way they themselves cannot express. It's as if every gesture of yours encourages them to be a better person, to free themselves from their emotional bonds, and to open their heart to new possibilities. At this point, the angels reveal that there is a divine force working to dispel the fears and insecurities that still reside within them. They are dissipating the fog that keeps them tied to old pains and bringing forth a new clarity about what truly matters. This clarity, little by little, is helping them to see the greatness of the love you share and the importance of keeping that connection alive and present. The angels also ask you to keep your energy high and your heart confident. They know that moments of waiting can be tough and even painful, but they remind you that every second of patience is rewarded with a stronger and truer connection. They are working to strengthen the bond between you so that when both of you are ready, you can experience a love that transcends all barriers. In this path, it's essential that they keep the focus on their own journey of self-discovery and growth. The angels want them to realize that, just as that person is going through a healing process, they are also being called to look within, to recognize their own values, and to strengthen their own light. They ask them to nurture self-love and to remember that, to live a full love with someone, both must be whole and secure within themselves. At times, the angels show that they may feel a kind of silent connection with that person, a bond that goes beyond words and gestures. It's as if, even from a distance or in silence, they are in tune, sharing feelings and thoughts. This phenomenon, which may seem mystical, is a manifestation of the spiritual bond they have, a connection that transcends time and space and remains intact, regardless of external circumstances. The angels ask them to use this connection to send vibes of love, peace, and security to that person. They suggest that, in their moments of meditation or prayer, they visualize that person being surrounded by a golden light, a healing and protective energy. This practice will not only strengthen the bond between them, but also help dissipate the fears and insecurities that still prevent them from fully surrendering to the love they feel. At the end of this journey of reflection and healing, the angels show that something grand is on the horizon. They reveal that that person, upon overcoming their fears and insecurities, will finally be able to see them in all their essence, clearly and gratefully. It will be like an awakening, a moment when all the pieces of the puzzle come together, and they realize how much they have always been a precious and enlightened presence in their life. The angels ask you to prepare for this moment, to keep their heart open, and to be ready to receive the abundance of love and reciprocity that is destined for them. They want you to know that all the effort, all the patience, and every gesture of love you have dedicated to that person will be rewarded with a love that transcends the ordinary, a union that withstands any adversity and grows even stronger with each challenge overcome. To conclude this part of the message, the angels whisper that the love you share is blessed and protected by the divine. Even in the face of difficulties, they assure you that they are by your side, guiding each step and strengthening each bond. They ask you to continue to believe because what is being prepared for you is something extraordinary, a connection that will touch not only your lives but also radiate light and love to everyone around you. The angels now bring the final part of this message, enveloping you in a hug of light and love. They ask you to understand that everything that has been said so far is just the beginning of a journey that will unfold into unforgettable and transformative moments. This love, which seems to have overcome obstacles and defied logic, is a divine gift, a chance to experience a connection that is rarely granted. The angels are here to remind you that this union is sacred and that everything you have experienced was necessary to strengthen and mature both of you for what is to come. The angels want you to envision the future with this person, a future where the barriers that today prevent them from being completely together have finally been overcome. Imagine a path of peace and companionship, where both support each other, understand each other, and share a connection that transcends the ordinary. It is in this future that the angels are working for both of you to reach, and they assure that every gesture of patience and understanding from you is contributing to the construction of this moment. For the angels, each challenge faced represents a stone removed from the path, and each barrier overcome is a confirmation that the love between you is true and strong enough to overcome any adversity. They want you to know that all the energies that sometimes seem to block this love are being gently dissolved by the power of the divine, preparing the ground for this relationship to flourish to its full potential. This bond, which carries the angel's blessing, is more than just a union between two souls. It is a symbol of healing and spiritual evolution. By opening yourself to this experience, you are allowing yourself to grow, rediscover yourself, and at the same time, help this person find their way back to their own essence. The angels show that you are not together by chance, and that the love you share serves a purpose that goes beyond the limitations of this world. Both of you are being guided towards a deeper understanding of what it means to love and be loved unconditionally. At this moment, the angels ask you to make a conscious choice. Choose to trust, choose to keep the faith, and choose to walk with the certainty that everything that happens has a higher purpose. They are by your side, whispering words of encouragement and reminding you that true love is never in vain. Even if the path seems uncertain, they assure you that what is being prepared for you and them is more beautiful and complete than anything you could imagine. If you have moments of doubt or weakness, remember that the angels are always by your side. They ask you to invoke their presence in your prayers, to trust the process, and to keep sending light and love to that person. This practice of sending positive energies, wrapping them in thoughts of peace and harmony, has a more powerful impact than you can imagine. It is through this continuous flow of love and compassion that you will be helping them break free from the chains of the past, allowing both of you to walk together towards a future of love and fulfillment. Now, the angels suggest that you write a powerful affirmation in the comments, something that represents your intention and your desire to live this love to its fullest. They suggest you write, "I accept and receive the blessed love that the universe has reserved for me, confident that the best is yet to come." By stating this, you will be declaring to the universe your willingness for love and your openness to all the blessings that are about to manifest in your life. And before they say goodbye, the angels want you to know that they are celebrating every step you take on this journey. They applaud their courage, resilience, and their heart full of faith. They ask you to continue being that light, that lighthouse that not only illuminates the path of those around you, but also of those who need this presence of love and understanding the most. The angels applaud every act of kindness, every act of compassion, and every word of support you have offered to that person, because they know that these small details make all the difference. Finally, the angels want you to know that this is just the beginning of a new phase, where love and truth will manifest in a grand and surprising way. They ask you to remain open and ready to receive, because what is to come is more than you could have imagined. And while you wait for this moment of revelation and fullness, remember that the angels are by your side, guiding each step, strengthening each bond, and blessing each decision. This has been a journey guided by love, and the angels thank you for allowing them to be part of this process. They leave you with a promise: everything that is true and destined always finds a way to come true. The love you and that person share is living proof of this truth, and the angels assure you that at the end of this journey, you'll see how worth it was every moment, every choice, and every act of faith. Now, with a heart full of wisdom and understanding, the angels have one last guidance for you, a message you cannot ignore. You see, every word, every detail of this path was shared with you for a reason. The angels have guided you this far because they felt you are ready, and now, only one essential step remains for you to continue receiving the revelations and signs that the universe has prepared. This is the moment to act, to seal this commitment to your own journey. Imagine constantly being surrounded by that energy, by that invisible force that guides and supports them in every decision. Don't let this opportunity for deep connection slip through their hands. By signing up, they will be opening a direct channel with the angels, strengthening every message and guidance that has already been given, and more importantly, creating a continuous flow for the next revelations that are waiting for them. Click now to sign up and say out loud to themselves, "I accept all the blessings and signs that are sent to me." Feel that sentence reverberate within them, with the certainty that by signing up, they are manifesting a real and intense change in their life. This is the time to raise their frequency, to pave the way for a life aligned with the purpose that the angels have prepared for them. Don't wait any longer, as every second counts. The more they procrastinate, the further away they are from all the messages waiting to reach them. Tap the registration button now and allow their life to be filled with this divine guidance. This is the confirmation they were waiting for, the sign that the next step is in front of them. Just reach out and accept it. When they sign up, they are not just pressing a button. They are declaring to the universe, "I accept and receive all the love and guidance that the angels have for me." Let that be their statement. Let that be their choice. And from this moment on, get ready to be guided like never before. The future they desire begins now, and by signing up, they open the doors to it.